A group of students had the audacity to openly cheat during an exam. They used hand signals to share the correct answers to the exam questions. Raising their right hand indicated the answer was C, while raising their left hand meant the answer was B. With the help of the top students' hints, they breezed through every question with ease. However, just as everything seemed to be going smoothly, their actions aroused the teacher's suspicion. They quickly changed their cheating method and started using Morse code to relay the answers. But the tapping noise was too loud and was soon stopped by the teacher. Fortunately, they had a backup plan. This time, they used head movements to signal the answers. Nodding to the right meant the answer was A, while nodding to the left indicated B. But just when they believed their scheme was foolproof, the teacher abruptly triggered a cheat detection gadget, filling the exam room with a piercing high-frequency sound. The students writhed in pain, covering their ears and halting their cheating. The teacher warned them that if they dared to try any more funny business, they would all be dragged out and shot. But just as everyone was at their wits' end, the class monitor suddenly turned to the top student, who readily took the hint. So, the next moment, he let out a loud fart. Initially startled by the sudden noise, but they soon noticed that the top student's farts had a distinct rhythm. The students quickly caught on, realizing that the number of toots corresponded to the answer options. Amidst the top student's resounding flatulence, the class resumed their cheerful cheating. But as the exam room filled with an increasingly pungent odor, students were also overwhelmed by the stench foaming at the mouth, and some even went into shock and passed out. The teachers had no choice but to hold their breath and rush to help, but the top student didn't give a shit and just kept ripping ass to signal the answers. At that moment, he accidentally pushed too hard and ended up shitting his pants right then and there. The pungent stench of stinky tofu instantly permeated the entire exam room. Ultimately, with multiple students requiring hospitalization for varying degrees of poisoning, the exam had to be forcibly terminated.